cigarchick.com. I'm an IPCPR and I'm about to get an amazing introduction to a fabulous new cigar from Michael Giannini here in general. Please explain to me, I know you're about to tell me, but I've heard about this and I'm very curious to hear from you specifically.
So this has been a 10-year project for me, and the inspiration behind this was two humidors that were sitting in a Predator cigar factory in Miami. So for 10 years I've been trying to replicate this. And I've been driving myself nuts because every year I've been designing stuff and kind of changing the packaging and throwing it out. And this past year I was going to have a nervous breakdown if I didn't pull this off. So I sat down and I'm like, this is the year I'm doing this. So what I did is I pulled out an homage to the Art Deco period based out of Miami. You kind of see that in these two boxes. This is kind of what the humidor looked like. And then what I also wanted to do was pull components off the boxes that we've used, like cigar blanks, the coins, the Lady in Charms, kind of exploded that out. Wanted to pull out guarantee seals, inspection stickers, date codes, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to get that whole feel. After I got done this, I said, this is really a collector series. But I wasn't finished with this, so I wanted to have these boxes have this antique look. And part of the way we achieved this was we take a paintbrush with lacquer, and we haphazardly just brush the boxes randomly. So every box has its own texture to it. And you can see that, it's hard to see that, but it kind of gleams off there, so you can see the brush strokes in there. And then after I got done that, I'm like, you know what, I want to create an old school band that was in my head. And that is the Gloria band, which we've never done anything in a square.
That's cool. I love that. Awesome. And I was learning about the wrapper too, you were saying.
Well, I'll tell you about the wrapper in a second. I want to tell you more about the packaging. So after I got done with this, my idea was, what am I going to call this? And so my thought was, if this was done 100 years ago, this is what my vision was of what it would have looked like. And so retro just kind of flowed out. So after we got done that, it's like, okay, the cigar, right? So we had a 2-year project in our factory, and the question that came up with 70% of flavor comes from the wrapper, and we all raised our hands and said, we absolutely agree with that. I said, okay, let's invert this. How do we get 70% of the flavors from the fillers and binders? So what we did is, this year in January, Giannini, our factory blender, our magician down there in this team, he said, what do you think of this wrapper? And I said, it's a beautiful wrapper, tell me about it. He took a Connecticut seed, crossbred it with a Honduran seed, and we grew it in Honduras, and it's a Honduran Connecticut wrapper. Well, what it does, it brings up a beautiful brown look to it, but also increases the aroma and bouquet to it. But what it really does, and he said to me, this is what we've been trying to achieve. It brings up the fillers and binders. So what we did is we use a double binder system on this. We use a Mexican, which we've never used on La Gloria, and a Nicaraguan binder. And then we use Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers and lajeros. So when you smoke this cigar, you're tasting all the components to the cigar, which is driving the blend. It's the fillers and binders, 7%, 30% from the wrapper. And if you don't believe me, here's what I suggest you do. Smoke the cigar, peel a little bit of the wrapper off, and the cigar blend doesn't change. You're smoking the fillers and binders.
I like that. I like that. See, I like turning things inside out, upside down, and kind of changing perceptions, but still maintaining those flavors.
And Teresa, this is classic just like you are. Every time I've seen you have this beautiful classic look to you. And this is kind of, now I'm going to say this is an homage to you because you're actually making this look even more spectacular. This speaks to me so much. I love this. I don't know if it'll really capture on camera either, but the textures, the colors. I love those little details in that art. This is what was driving me nuts. I spent tons of time on this. I mean, literally for 10 years, I kept thinking about this and thinking about this and thinking about this and thinking about this. And, you know, this was the year to finally get this out. Because I had people come by my office like, what are you going to do with that box? Yeah, I don't like that box. That's not the box I want to do. And this was the year that we finally really nailed everything that we tried to get to.
And you did nail it.
We nailed it. I have this great agency in Richmond, Virginia that I work with that helped me to achieve this look. And I'm so proud of the collaboration that we had. And it's called the Punch Agency, for those of you that don't know. Not associated with the brand.
Thank you so much for introducing this and sharing this with everybody. I mean, I know I've been wanting to hear it. I'm so happy to be able to share it with the audience.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right.